We have a special guest with us here today, my esteemed CEO of our company at CIQ, Gregory Kurtzer. Hello and welcome.
Hi.
So excited for you to be here. So we've got something to talk about today that is actually news to me. So this is why you are here, is to explain exactly what is CIQ working on right now.
So one of the things that we've heard from a lot of our users, a lot of our customers and the community at large, is that there's a lot of big companies that have decided to use Rocky Linux, and the uptake has been ridiculously massive. And the issue that people are running into right now is most organizations, most really large organizations, don't count on just running open source software. They depend on open source software, but they need a company behind it. They need a solution where that company can help them if they get into something that they're not quite equipped to deal with, or anything along those lines. So we've been asked many times, can CIQ be the company that's kind of standing behind and supporting Rocky Linux? Now, we supported Rocky Linux since day one.
We do.
But what they need is they need contracts. They need legal validation. They need check marks by requirements for their infrastructure that, again, the open source community just doesn't provide.
Sure.
So one thing that we're doing that's super cool is, well, you can run Rocky Linux just as it stands from the community. And when you get Rocky Linux from CIQ, it's going to come with indemnification. It's going to come with SLOs on security updates. So for any reason the community is not able to provide a particular update, or you need something in addition to make sure that you're running in a secure environment, or there's a 0-day that needs immediate remediation, we can do that. We will add to that. We will provide that guarantee, that insurance policy, that throat to hold, throat to grab, throat to choke, whatever it is. We volunteer to be that. And so when you get Rocky Linux from CIQ, you get all of this. So you still get that base Rocky Linux everybody knows and loves, but now there's some contractual validation that we can provide as well to mitigate the risks, the legal risks, and IT and security risks that are associated with many times with running open source software.
Awesome. Thank you for that. You know, sometimes it can be a little bit of a challenge to decide what are the things that customers are asking for that as a company you want to say yes and move forward quickly with it, and what are some of the things that maybe are not in our wheelhouse. So yeah, that's great. Thanks for listening to our customers and really standing up and saying, hey, you know what, this is a good idea. We can do this. We want to do this for you, and we're going to make it happen. So appreciate that. It kind of sounds a little bit like what we are already doing at CIQ with supporting Rocky. So tell me how what you just explained is different.
We really need to see it from the customer's perspective. And the biggest customers that we have are so strict in terms of how they're managing their compliance and their various security postures and stance. They need to have guarantees. They need to have complete confidence. And the open source community is fantastic for upstream development. It's fantastic for collaboration. It's not great for getting guarantees, and it's not great for guaranteeing compliance for these large organizations. So we're trying to figure out, how do we give our customers what they want, which is a open base, something that they can build as a foundation, which is open, it is secure, it is compliant, but they need that in writing. They need that guarantee. And so we are providing that, and we are becoming that throat to choke if anybody does need something along those lines.
So customers, instead of getting their updates from the Rocky Linux community, they would be getting their updates from CIQ?
Yeah, exactly. So we would be mirroring our repositories from Rocky. From there, we would be doing internal validation, security checks, and just giving it a once over in terms of compliance to make sure it is exactly what it is that it should be. So we're going to be verifying all the packages, verifying this everything there. And again, we will be pulling this directly from Rocky. From there, our customers will be pulling from us, and we will be providing mirror services to them to obtain these updates. Now, where it gets a little interesting is because we are guaranteeing that certain updates will come. within a certain SLO or SLA, those will come from another repository which we will offer to our customers specifically for Rocky Linux. And those packages will be available and secured and signed by us. All of the other packages, because they're coming from Rocky, are going to be signed by Rocky. These packages will be signed by us, and we will be providing them to make sure that they're in our customers' hands as soon as absolutely possible, and they are validated. And if there's anything that they need over and above what the community is providing, that's how we will deliver that to our customer base.